Today, we're diving into a topic that haunts us all: sentimental clutter.
I like to call this the ghosts of clutter past. These are the items that we hold on to because they remind us of people, places, or memories. But they're also the things that are keeping us stuck, unable to fully enjoy our space. Sentimental clutter is tough to tackle. These are the objects that hold emotional value, making it harder to let them go, even when they're just sitting in the back of a closet or tucked away in the attic. But here's the thing, holding on to too many of these items can weigh you down. You end up with clutter that doesn't serve you anymore. It's like inviting a ghost to stay in your home, reminding you of the past and not allowing you to live fully in the present. When you hold on to too many things from the past, you're not making space for new memories and experiences. You're also living in the past, which is not always filled with happy memories. Whether it's yearbooks from high school that harbor flashbacks of bullying, or that first toxic boyfriend you had, I can relate, or boxes of things from parents or loved ones you've lost. When we let go of things, we're not letting go of the memories. They stay with us if we choose to let them. We're simply saying goodbye to the physical objects that are keeping us anxious and overwhelmed. Now, I know it's easier said than done, so let's talk about how and where to start. Here are a few tips to help you release sentimental items without the guilt, without the just-in-case mindset. You can start by creating a memory box and limit the space you allow for sentimental items by curating a small box with only the most meaningful things. As one viewer suggested, pretend like you can only take one small suitcase from your home in case of an emergency. Which ones of your sentimental items would you bring that are the most important to you? If maybe you find a small box too limiting, as some of my clients do, then dedicate a section of your closet to those items. I do agree, however, that sentimental items when you are just starting out should be tackled last when you feel more comfortable with decluttering. So if you are someone who is just starting out on your decluttering journey, I really do not encourage you to begin with sentimental items. Instead, look around your home and start with the easy stuff first. It could be expired items in your pantry, it could be the soccer underwear drawer, it could be your junk drawer. Start with easy stuff first, build your momentum, change your mindset in the process, and then move on to tackling sentimental clutter. But if you're here and you're listening to this video, my hope is that maybe you're ready to part with some of your sentimental items. So here's another tip that can help you do just that. What I have found works very well for some of my clients who are the sentimental personality type is to take photos of some of your sentimental items. And this way, you can keep the memories without holding on to the physical, sometimes bulky item, therefore having less clutter. You can even create a digital memory album on your phone or computer, and of course, print out the photos if you feel more comfortable. I am someone who to this day prints my photos. I don't print in abundance, but I don't know, maybe it's kind of growing up in the 80s and 90s or whatnot, but I know it's the digital era, and don't get me wrong, I absolutely love tech, but there's still something really nice about having a photo album that you can hold and that you can flip the pages through. Another tip is you can also repurpose or display the most important items, giving new life to the things you love by incorporating them into your daily life, like framing an old photo or using a treasured vase. You don't necessarily have to keep the sentimental items hidden. Sometimes putting them on display, especially if these are sentimental items that create positive memories, right? I would try to stay away from displaying anything that has a negative connotation or gives you negative thoughts or makes you sad. I would rather display items that bring on beautiful, happy memories. So go ahead and put them out there. Now, with that said, beware of visual clutter, right? We shouldn't be displaying too many things because that contributes to our space looking messy. Another way to part with sentimental clutter is through donation. Donate some of your items to somebody who really can benefit from them. There are tons of shelters that can greatly benefit from gently used towels and blankets, food pantries that can benefit from your canned goods. There are tons and tons of charities in your neighborhood that take in toys, clothing, shoes, and even beauty and hair products. So maybe even choose a cause you care about and imagine the joy your items will bring to someone else. Are there maybe family members who can appreciate some of your things? It is so much easier to let go when you know that your things are going to a good home. Here are some of my sentimental items. This is the first stuffy that my daughter ever got. This is also her favorite stuffy. So my daughter is now 10 years old, and this is Mr. Bunny. And she absolutely loves Mr. Bunny, and I just don't have the heart to let him go. I also have held on to a little itty bitty t-shirt, Led Zeppelin all the way. Totally love Led Zeppelin. This is an itty bitty t-shirt that my daughter wore. Again, she's 10 years old. This is meant for a 1-year-old, but I loved it, and I have so many cherished memories of her wearing it, so I have held on to that. And then, of course, I have held on to her first ever baby blanket. So my point being, you don't have to part with the things that really matter to you, that you're not ready to let go of, right? Nobody should dictate what you keep and what you toss or what you donate or what you give away. Sentimental clutter only becomes a problem when we assign sentimental or rather emotional value to too many things in our home. And as a result of that, we are surrounded by stuff. Our homes are messy. Our homes are cluttered. We are surrounded by memories that aren't necessarily positive, that bring us down, that cause our depression to worsen or our anxiety to worsen. This is when it becomes a problem, right? This is if sentimental clutter, if there's an abundance of it, when it's affecting and impacting our physical and mental health, that is when it becomes a problem. But you don't have to get rid of all of your sentimental items. Like, these are 3 of my favorite things. I am not ready to part with them, and I'm not going to. And maybe in a different season of my life, maybe in 5 years, maybe in 10 years, maybe I'm going to be able to let them go. But right now they stay. So that's a decision that you have to make for yourself. But I can tell you that a lot of times we fear letting go. A lot of times we feel like we might make a mistake or we might need it one day, right? It's even harder when sentimental mindset is attached to the just in case fallacy as well, right? So it's like, I am having a hard time letting go of this item, and then what if I need it, right, in the future? What you'll find, and I work with clients all over the world, what you will find is that the chances of that happening is very, very rare. So out of 100 items, let's say you will part with, maybe you will regret parting with 2 or 3. So my question to you is it worth letting go of the other 97? And the answer is probably yes. Remember that decluttering doesn't mean you're erasing your past. You are simply creating space for the life you want to live now. So if you have a few ghosts of clutter past lingering around your home, maybe it's time to set them free. Your future self will thank you. If you're procrastinating getting started, you can check out this video next for some much needed motivation. As always, good luck on your decluttering journey. Thank you so much for watching, and remember to be good to yourself.